Who has the first spiritual experience they'd like to share with us? Har. Okay, Har.
I do, Amun.
Chicago Har.
Yes, sir.
Chicago.
All right. Let me hear the power of that young man with that prayer.
Le cook se dog de Amun-Rayay. Una bad momadu who. Uma dead who. Umu zer who. Ni panan zaman who wakat. Kana bad ya nun. Kalal hamarad ater le Amun-Rayay. Star shilil pa patet who pa taha. Anuke Nawapu. I trust by way of Amun-Rayay and his master teachers and his paparazzi and his warner for this day and time, Panabab Yanun. All praises are for Amun-Rayay, the third overseer of the heavens and the earth. I am Nawapi.
Thank you. And that was a prayer to Amun-Rayay that was written by Panabab Yanun. All right, who has their first spiritual experience? Thank you, Har.
I have one.
Very good.
Okay, so I'm driving to work Friday, right? I said I start practicing what I preach, right? What I'm reading, right? So I said I'm gonna see a black pickup truck, right? So driving, I saw a black truck, right? Then I said, well, say red pickup truck, right? So driving, I'm like, oh my God, where's my red truck, right? So I turned to a parking lot to get some food, right? And I saw a red truck parked in the parking lot, right? So I pull out, proceed to go to work, and I said, what's this smell with blonde hair, right? And lo and behold, I saw this person with long blonde hair walking down the sidewalk, and I got so psyched. I almost rolled off the road.
Right. Just calm down and know that you're creating your own reality.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I'm happy to hear that
calm down.
I'm glad to see you exercise and you practicing, like you said, what you preach, and recall the fact that you are a deity and you're creating your own reality. You're responsible for your own condition. Thank you. All right. Next person, spiritual experience.
I have one, Amun.
Very good.
So I got my spiritual package, and this is
very good. And
I got my spiritual.
You had to pay some more money on your end to pick it up too, right?
No, I didn't have to pay anything. Just pick it right up.
In Canada.
No. This is Akin Amun Kafri. This is Walt.
Oh, I got you. All right, back in California. All right, I got you. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So I got it, and I called you. I even called Brother Harad to see, exactly where I should start. And both y'all gave me great advice. I read the soul, spirit. I read three of the scrolls already that you sent me, and they're really good. But immediately after this, y'all, I'm starting to experience all kind of just things, including up to yesterday. Just kind of I'll just tell you. So my daughter and I were here, just sitting in the house, playing video games, and I went to the kitchen to look out the window, and the sun was bright. I mean, super bright. And I saw the full sun, and then behind it, I'm seeing some other sun, or whatever appears to be another sun. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to get my daughter to come in here just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. She couldn't see it, but I could. And so I called Amun. I said, man, are you moving the sun right now? What am I seeing right now? Am I seeing two suns? And he told me, he was like, some people are already seeing three.
That's right.
But this is just for me just kind of just opening myself up to these CDs and these scrolls. Everything started to become more evident, started to become more clear to me in terms of what I'm actually seeing from the inside of myself, though, y'all. It's not like I said, my daughter couldn't see it. I saw it, though. I know what I was seeing.
That's because your consciousness is expanding and you're being open to a much larger reality. You're seeing things that were there all the time, but now they're visible to you.
Oh, wow.
That's right. There are many, many things that are in front of you that you just don't see. That's how I was titled The Hidden One. Because like Divina Love, many of you have gotten that DVD from Divina Love. How many of you, by a show of names, receive the DVD from Divina Love and your spiritual packages from me?
I got one.
I
did.
All right. Now the thing is that one of the things she told you, one of the revelations is that she was vibrating on a frequency like 5D or above that you couldn't find her. Even though she's prominent in the world on the internet, she does classes and she sells products and she's a big person out there. You can't find her unless you're vibrating on her frequency. Am I right? So how many of you have attempted to find Divina Love?
Sure.
I have.
I think I found her.
You found Divina Love, really, seriously? You may have. You may have. Auntie Pat, maybe
right?
you have. Huh?
Oh, YouTube, correct?
Yeah, you found her?
I think I did. It was a while ago. We should have didn't love. Yeah, I think I did.
What does she look like?
She's an Amorite.
Amorite? Oh, no, that's not her. That's not the one I'm talking about. Yeah, no, this is a Nubian. This is a big-eyed Nubian. A sister, yeah, But my point is that she's hidden and you can't find her. And I know people that are really expert at computers and media, etc., and navigating the internet, and they can't find Divina Love. I want you to overstep.
I mean,
I love you, Walt. That's right, son. Neither can I.
And I work in cybersecurity, and she's nowhere to be found. Like, I can't, nothing's coming up. It keeps coming up with this white lady who's a singer or something like that. Her name is, it's Divina or Divana or something like that, but it's not the lady.
Yeah, I saw her too. I tell you what, y'all try to search Suri. You know Suri, the site Suri? Try Suri. But it's an underground site, Suri. But the point of the matter is, it's the same way that many of you are here with me, and you're performing miracles, and you expanding in consciousness to a level that is dangerous in a society that is not ready to accept black gods in any shape, form, or fashion. Are you following me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they want to hurt us, but has it occurred to you all that we're invisible to them?
Wow.
Let me explain something to you. When you look at TV on Channel 9, say that we're on Channel 19, can you perceive us at all?
No, you can't.
Not over on Channel 9.
No, you can't. Even though you know Channel 19 is constantly transmitting and playing at the same time, right?
Right.
But only people that can see Channel 19 are those that are tuned into that frequency, Star Mover. Are you following me?
Sure.
Follow up.
All right. And I want to make sure that you all know how self-evident it is that the dimensional shift is happening. There's a separation taking place in your personal lives and in the broader society. There's the world that's being left behind, and those in it that believe in alternate reality, and those that are saying they're creating their own alternate universe, megaverse. There are those people that believe in this stuff that the mega platform is putting out is complete nonsense, that Trump and them are manufacturing this total obscene, absurd, disgusting lies they tell. But understand that you have nearly half of the population that really believe in that. They subscribe to that kind of thinking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So the thing is that the other half of us that know that that's a total crock and it's not based in any reality whatsoever, we're not aligned with these black and white devils at all. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. And you'll find that for whatever reason, as time passes, they're going to be separated from you, just like you find people that's been in this class previously, and they're not here anymore. Anybody recognize what I'm saying?
Yep, I
Yeah. Tua.
Tua.
Or they can be people in your life. There are people in your life in relationships and different situations. And you look around now and they're nowhere to be found. Am I right?
Yes, that's
true.
right.
And apparently, some of them even go so far as to appear to have died. You follow what I mean? And some they are no longer in your circle of contacts. But what it is that you're shifting frequencies, and these people can no longer reach you, see you, or connect with you. Do you understand?
Tua.
Tua.
Yeah.
They got left behind in the previous world that's fading away. They're left behind in bot land and Trump land. Are you following me?
Tua.
And the way that they're thinking and what have you, is vibrating on that frequency that's really that low. Some beings are left behind in 3D, and some beings are so low, believe it or not, that they're in 2D. Did you hear me?
That's crazy.
Now, it is crazy, but it's true. 2D is the dimension below 3D. Yeah. I mean, really basic. Yes.
So what's the lowest you can drop? It's 2D?
I don't think there's a bottom, but as far as physical reality, you're in it right now. 3D is the lowest vibration that you can drop to in the physical sense. Are you following me? You cannot become any more solid and actual than you are right now. So right now you are where you were previous to meeting me with the lowest of the low. You hear me?
Yes.
Tua.
Yes.
So if 3D is person, place, or thing, what is 2D?
It's only height and width. I know it's hard to imagine from where you are because you're approaching 4 and 5D, and sometimes you split your time here and there. When you're moving stars with me, or when you're driving to work and experiencing creating your own reality, you're no longer a three-dimensional being, right? So when you're moving stars or bear witness to me doing things like that, or healing somebody from cancer, at a distance, do you realize that you're not a three-dimensional being right then? Or are you imagining in some type of way that your arms are long enough like Gumby to reach those stars and you moving them physically?
Right.
You really think I'm reaching the African moving stars over their head?
No.
No, it's a spiritual exercise, a spiritual plane. It's a higher dimension. And when you can see it or participate in it, then you're no longer a three-dimensional being. Are you following me? So two-dimensional beings, they can't even conceive of three dimensions. You know, when you look at, okay, you all are walking a three-dimensional reality in the sense that when you want to create your own reality, a lot of people fail at it because they picture a thing, a car that they want, or a man or woman they want, or a home that they want. And they picture it like a picture on the wall. And they only perceive it in two dimensions. They see it in width and height. You know, you can take a picture of a person and put it on the wall, and you only see him or her in two dimensions. Are you following what I'm saying?
Tua.
There's no depth to the person. All you see is the height and width. That's two dimensions. You hear what I'm saying, Atifat?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, when you want to recreate something in this reality here, you have to learn to imagine it in three dimensions. If you want a car, you have to see that car in two dimensions. You have to see the length of it, the height of it. Then you have to be able to walk out to the car, walk around it. Open the door, get inside the car, for example. Start it up and start driving it, turn on the radio, start smelling the new Corinthian leather. Watch the telephone poles pass by like a picket fence if you're going that fast. You understand? In other words, you have to interact with it. Or if there's a person you're trying to recreate, You have to see him and her in 2D and then walk around that person, see him from the side and the back, the top. You follow what I mean? In other words, there's no way possible for you to recreate a three-dimensional object in a two-dimensional reality. Are you following what I'm saying? Or rather, a two-dimensional object in a three-dimensional reality. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to see these things in three dimensions. If it's money, you see it in a suitcase under your bed, you gotta take it out, open it up and count it. Whatever, you can't just look at it like it's a picture on the wall. So people that's trying to create Amun said, I'm creating my own reality. Why can't I create $1 million? Well, the problem is that you're trying to create it in a two-dimensional picture, probably. You follow what I'm saying? And in addition to when you're trying to create something yourself, you have to learn how to hold that thought and that image for at least 60 seconds for it to manifest. You hear what I mean? And it's not easy to do that because you have a lot of distractions. For those of you that have practiced, that practice meditation, a lot of times you get distracted. You hear a baby cry or a car outside, or you're reminded of a bill, or something makes your ankle itch, and you have to, oh, my foot is itching. You get all these distractions. You'd be surprised, and it breaks your focus. You follow me? So you have to practice meditation by getting, say, like a candle, something exterior that has a light on it, and then you get in semi-darkness. It has to be a clean and quiet place, and you stare at that blaze, and you study that blaze. You know how it's amber and red on the outside fringes, and it gets more green and violet, and toward the wick, toward the source of the heat. And then sometimes when you're in a closed room, you'll notice that the blaze kind of flickers, and you wonder where the breeze or the wind come from. And when you realize everything is closed, you're curious about that. In other words, you have to go deep in the meditative thought just on that blaze. Are you following me? Now, in other words, to create your own reality, you have to have a blank mind. You have to empty your mind of everything in this reality. Now, when you focus on a blaze in meditation, you're not emptying your whole consciousness, but what you are doing is focusing and narrowing your focus down to that blaze, which still allows you enough room to create your own reality. Are you following me?
Yes.
And you're not focused on this reality you're in. You're only trapped in it by your five senses: see, hear, feel, smell, taste, and touch. That's deception. It's making you think that this is real, when you can't even prove there's an out there, because there is no out there. Everything is within you. I'm in all, and all is in me. I understand that for some people that's difficult, but as time passes, these concepts will be a lot easier for you to overstand, right? But know that
right.
when you try to create something in three-dimensional reality, you have to do it with a three-dimensional imagination. You have to imagine it in 3D. And when you in 5D, you'd have to you imagine things in 5D. Now, if you ask me what 5D is in a sense to describe it, I couldn't do it to you audibly over the phone. It'd be very difficult. But, if you look it up on the internet, start looking up things like five-dimensional reality, and they can show you some illustrations that will allude to the reality or existence of 5D. Even though it's not possible for them to really show you a five-dimensional reality on a three-dimensional program. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sure.
And I suggest also, just a personal tip for myself, for those of you that would like to be in better shape or lose weight or look younger, Tai Chi is what you'd like to be involved in is Tai Chi. It's better than going to the gym, because when you get into your 50s, the gym really kind of wears you down, breaks you down. But Tai Chi is a flowing kind of exercise that'll build you up, and you'll progressively get better and better. And in 8 weeks, you won't even know yourself. You'll be so young and feeling so good and stretched and energized. You follow me? But you don't have to, when you say, well, I don't have time to, when you say, I don't have time to start a class, Well, go on the internet and find an application or a link for Tai Chi classes and start doing it with your computer. Do you understand? At home. In the comfort of your own home. Yes, go ahead.
That's also the Holy Tablets talk about Tai Chi, the Holy Tablets.
Well, I'm sure it does. Yeah, because that's reality. It's just something that came to my mind. I thought I should share with you all. Tai Chi is the way to go. All right? Yes.
So things like feng shui, they really work. Is that what you're implying?
Yes.
Because Tai Chi incorporates things like
feng shui. What he's talking about is that you manipulate your environment with pleasant things around you. That, natural things and scents and flowers or whatever you to incorporate into your environment. That'll help shift your mood and what have you. The feng shui, right? All these things.
Yes.
All these things work. You follow me? And to get deeper into how do you access higher dimensions, I told you all and I'll tell you again. If you imagine, for example, you're in school and you see the blackboard in front of you and it has a seam down the middle and there's one side of the blackboard on the left, the other on the right. Anybody remember that? Now.
Sure.
Yeah. If you can imagine taking a piece of chalk and printing your first name out across both boards or across one board, real big from top to bottom, exaggerate the letters so they stretch all the way from the top to the bottom. If it's Bob, make the B-O-B, cover the whole board from top to bottom. Now imagine only, that you can only see the top half of the board, not the bottom. In other words, I don't care if you put a blanket over the bottom half of the board in your mind, but you can only see the top of the letter B or the top of the O. Are you following me? Now, while you close your eyes, you're looking at the top of you're looking at the top half of the name Bob, and you got a full view in your mind, and Bob is taking up the full view inside your mind with your eyes closed, like you emulating the blackboard with that blackness in your mind. Then I want you to, with your imagination, remove the bottom barrier or whatever it is that's blocking the bottom half of the name Bob so that you can start seeing the whole name without shrinking the top half. So I'm trying to get you to start opening up another dimension and looking down and seeing the bottom half of the name, even though it's not visible, even in your imagination, and that'll give you access to higher dimensions. Are you following me? I'm not trying to confuse people. Did anybody understand what I just said?
Sure.
Yes.
Cool. I'm not following.
Okay. You see, just take one half of the blackboard on the right-hand side. You see that? Right, son?
Yeah.
All right. And what is your first name? Okay. Just imagine that you print your whole name on the blackboard, and every letter it goes from vertically all the way from the top to the bottom of the board. You can do that?
I see. Yes.
Okay. Now I'd like you to somehow or another take a power saw or a line in your mind and cut the blackboard in half horizontally. Cut your name in half. From left to right. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, just see the top half of your name in your mind, right? With your eyes closed. You can see that in your mind. Now, that's going to take up all your whole field of vision inside of your mind. You see that? Just the top half of your name. Now, while you're looking at the top half of your name, I want you to try to open up your vision so you can see your entire name without shrinking the top. I want you to look under what you can't, I want you to see what you couldn't see previously. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. I see.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Start seeing the whole name without shrinking the vision. Look under what you could see before. and see the whole name Bob.
Wow.
Okay.
You see? Now you're looking into another dimension, right? You're seeing things that you can't see. In other words, there's information and there's outformation. Are you following me? And everything that's information is within your formation. You know, just like you look at stars in the sky, or you look at cars when they pass by, or birds in the sky, that's in your information. But outformation consists of things like, how many of you here believe that there are stars beyond your perceptible vision? That when you see the furthest star, that doesn't mean it's the end of the stars, but there are stars beyond the myopia of man's greatest telescopes. No matter how far that they can see out there, there are stars that out there so far that they can't see them still. How many of you know that, believe that?
I do.
I believe that. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Then that's called outformation. You understand? Because it's outside of your ability to formulate. You follow? And just like if you went the other direction, you got an electron microscope, and you look down at tiny little microorganisms. You know, when you see the tiniest thing that you can see in that microscope, that there are things that exist that are smaller than that even the microscope can't visualize, right?
Ooh.
You do understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes.
Now you have to understand that when you're looking at things that are smaller than the atom, even though you can't even see atoms, they're too small, but if you can see atoms, if you could break down even smaller and see the particles that make up the atom, like the protons, electrons, the neutrons, etc., and even down to the charm and neutrini and things like that, these subatomic particles, you would actually be looking into the spiritual realm.
Wow.
So when you see the bottom half of the name Bob, you're actually seeing the bottom half in the spiritual realm. When people see me moving stars, sometimes there are people that are new to the class, they have difficulty seeing it at first, right? And they say, I don't see anything moving. How many of you recall that?
That's true. I can.
I did.
That's right. But after a while, they start seeing it just like you, and then it's not going to be long before they can start moving them as well, right?
Correct.
Right. So what's happening is that, and sometimes when they say it's not moving, I tell them yes it is. You heard me say that before? And the person that's new is thinking to themselves, you must be crazy. That star is not moving. And I'm telling them, yes, it is. Because it is moving in my dimension. You follow me? I can see it. And it's not illusion, because everybody else can see it in California and England, you understand, in Africa. You think everybody on this phone is going crazy?
Nope. It's just got a mind, a third eye, baby.
That's right. But I'm raising, so you can obviously, I'm raising you up to a level of conscious frequency that's above the place that you were at prior to meeting me, right?
Yes.
Then now you know what my job is here and my mission. Our mission is. And it's your mission as disciples. You have to be disciplined enough in order to take on the responsibility of trying to wake up your other brothers and sisters by posting up these posts and contacting them every day and in every way that you can. A lot of you know how to do that, and you have enough free time, but you're not motivated to do it because you don't understand how is it my responsibility to wake up some broad and some damn niggas I don't even know in England or in Kentucky? Damn them, they gotta find their way like I found my way or whatever, you know what I mean? Why does he keep on pushing me to wake up? Why is that? Until it's all the way right, it's not right at all. Now, if somebody would have the same attitude about the information that brought you to us and woke you up, how would that be? If he was still out there dumb and waiting to die and thinking you're going to wake up with epiphany and all of a sudden everything will be clear. When the scriptures tell you that those of you that are blind to this, so shall you be in the next. Sure, you have a responsibility to wake up your brothers and sisters because you are your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's true.
And until you understand that, you're still not conscious. Until you feel responsible for your brothers and sisters, you are not conscious. You're still a Negro. You're not a deity. But people want me to change their name, they want to change their outfit, and they want to put on turbans, and they empty under the bottom, there's nothing under them, but they don't feel responsibility to wake up their brothers and sisters. And you think you woke? You think you conscious? You think you're a deity?
I got a question.
But when you know all conscious beings, say like Martin Luther King or Jesus, any of them, their whole purpose in life, their primary thrust was only to wake up the people. Am I right?
Sure.
But you want to walk and be like Jesus or Moses or somebody, you know, and you forget what their primary purpose was. Okay, well they call back in. 267, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sure.
Call back in. They say they can hear. Yeah.
You're absolutely right, Messiah, because it's not
Say it again.
for the people that I tell you, you're absolutely right, because for the people who do not know, it's not fair to them, you know?
No, but, you know, it's not fair to them. And then if you think it's not your responsibility to wake them up, then whose damn responsibility do you think it was? You thought the white folks going to wake them up? You thought white folks going to wake them up? Is that their responsibility?
No.
So maybe you think that people that sleep like them going to wake them up, right?
No.
The only ones on the planet that's conscious enough to wake up to sleep, the walking dead, is you. And if you don't accept the responsibility for that, they'll die asleep.
I got a question.
But you want to go to heaven, but you're not earning it, right? You think that once I can wake myself up, all I got to do is wake up myself, I'm conscious, I'll go to heaven, me. Heaven is not a selfish proposition. It's not a me thing. That's hell. If you don't feel any responsibility to wake up your brothers and sisters, you're still a nigger. You're a Negro. You're not a deity. And you can twist it and bounce it any kind of way you want. But until you take on that mantle and lift up your responsibility and start walking like a deity, you're going to remain a nigger with a big, heavy name. That's right. A mortal nigger walking the earth with a big, heavy cosmic name. With a big, tall hat on that's empty under the bottom. I found my way, let them find their way. I ain't got no time to be. I got a life. I got need. I got my responsibility. I ain't got no time to be worried about no other niggas out there. I don't even know. Well, that's information. Because you don't know them, you don't think they're out there. You don't think stars are beyond what you can see. I love the people in London and Africa just like I love the people right here in the house with me. I know it's only a frequency band. I know that there is no out there. There is no such thing as distance. When you become truly conscious, you understand these concepts. We are all one. Yes, you are your brother and your sister's keeper. And I can tell how quiet it is on the phone that a lot of people are kind of shocked about what I'm saying because they wanted to just push on through with that same selfish thought. Me. Yes, that's right. And I know I know the ones that's out there trying to wake up people and the ones that's not. And to what degree. Don't lie to me. You're lying to yourself. I'm that fly on the wall that knows when you're picking up the book and when you're picking up the fly swatter. That's right. I can see the bottom of the name Bob, so watch yourself. All right. If you all are through sufficiently frightening me, what'll be that first question?
But I have a question.
Very good.
My question is, you said you mentioned about the five dimension. Would that include time as well? Is there?
Yeah, time is the fourth dimension.
Yeah. So what would be the fifth dimension then?
Well, that's the thing that you'd have to experience. It's, like I told you, it's very hard to describe. Like the bottom half of the name Bob. You asking me now to show you stars that are beyond your vision, right? And I can move stars that you can see, and a lot of times it's difficult for you to even see them move, right? But what you're asking me now, you asking me now to show you outformation, to show you the sixth dimension, right?
No, what I'm saying, we're not in the fifth dimension then.
Not always.
What you just said.
Some of you, all of you are vibrating on different frequencies. Some people are still in 3D. When you walk with me, at certain times, when you talk to me on the phone, privately or during classes, you raise up, and in order to follow what I'm saying or what I'm revealing to you, you have to expand your consciousness to see the bottom of the name Bob. You have to, otherwise, everything I'm saying to you will sound like Chinese. You wouldn't understand it. I would be hidden to you or invisible like Divine Love. You would never hear me. You couldn't understand it. You couldn't see the stars move. You couldn't receive a healing. You wouldn't understand what I'm saying at all. So you have to raise up in conscious vibration in order just to receive what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. But to ask me what 6D is, when you haven't even fully attained 5D, it's not reasonable. You hear me? You might as well ask me to show you 9D. And there are ninth dimensional beings, like Riskians.
Amun.
You see, let me say what that's akin to. It's like asking me to show you infinity, right? You know infinity exists, am I right, sister? Do you believe forever exists?
Yeah.
Okay. But let me ask you, can you show me forever? Okay, let me ask you. Please show me forever.
No, it's a state of mind.
That's right. It's not in your brain. But now let me give a try at it. If you can imagine a stick like a broom handle, and you cut the straw off, and you hold it in your hands horizontally, right? If you can imagine one end that goes on forever and it never stops, then the other end, that's infinity. Or a better way to see it in one direction is if you were ever a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout. Remember they had a Boy Scout handbook manual, right? And on the cover of that Boy Scout manual, there was a picture of a Boy Scout sitting down on a stool, and he had a Boy Scout manual in his hand that he was reading, remember? I want you to see it in your mind. There's a Boy Scout handbook manual. And on the cover of that manual, there's a picture of a Boy Scout sitting on a stool with a Boy Scout manual in his hand. And on the picture of the Boy Scout manual that he's reading, there's a picture of a Boy Scout sitting on a stool with a Boy Scout manual in his hand. That has a picture on the cover of that book of a Boy Scout sitting on a stool with a Boy Scout manual in his hand, and that's infinity, don't you see? Once you start your mind moving in that direction, it's like God. He doesn't have to keep recreating everything over and over again. He creates a tree, for example, to reproduce after its own kind. The tree grows up and matures, and it bears fruit that drops to the ground that themselves have seeds in it that work into the ground through rain and time and people stepping on them, and then they grow into another tree. Or a bird comes and eats the fruit and deposits the feces hundreds of miles away, and another tree grows up. You understand? He made people. He made men and women, but he made them with seed. They're seeded so that they can reproduce after their own kind. So he doesn't have to keep on making people over and over again. When he creates something, it goes on infinite. It just keeps on going progressively. Don't you understand? You see the power of the Most High? When he creates something, goddamn it, it's created. He can walk off and create something else.
He can start making a world within a world within a world.
That's right. Because they go on. Go ahead.
Is that like when you take a mirror and put it in front of another mirror?
Yes.
And it's just, it goes on and
That's
on
right.
and on and on?
Exactly. That's right. That's it. It's like that. And that's the way it is.
Cool.
That's right. Yeah. I love y'all.
Thank you. Love you more.
When I'm inside of your mind, and I'm stretching you, you know, this way and that, and I'm pushing your mind open and letting light in. I'm trying to expose you to things that you never even thought of or could never visualize or you thought were outside the realm of possibility. I'm trying to introduce you comfortably to affirmation. Are you following me? So that when I reveal things to you, like I'm going to give you all that walk with me immortality, and you can't die. You live forever. You have to understand that in order to achieve it. If I tell you you can move stars and you don't believe it, it's not reality to you. Do you understand it? It's all about consciousness. When you were all born and you were just little babies, did you believe in God and angels and the devil and heaven and hell? Did you believe in that? No, you didn't. They didn't exist to you until somebody revealed it to you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm revealing things to you that never existed to you before.
Multiple times.
I'm showing you the other side of darkness, the other side of light. I'm showing you things that always existed, but they were beyond your perception. They were beyond your physical sight. In other words, you know, you can see physically and hear, and you have these 5 senses. But there are things beyond, like when you're looking around the room you're in right now with your physical senses, your vision is restricted to the floors, walls, and ceiling. You can't see past them with your physical eyes. Am I right?
That's right.
That's right.
But now, because you can't see your car parked outside in the driveway, does that mean it's not there?
No, it doesn't.
No,
it is there. And you can see it in your mind. But how do you see it from inside that room? With your mind's eye. That's right. And no, it's not just memory. It's not just memory. If it was only memory, then how could you see things in your dream that you never saw before? And then a week later, you see it in the world, and you tell the person next to you, I saw this in my dream a week ago, right?
right.
Yeah.
How do you remember something that never happened to you?
That's right.
So evidently there's some aspect of you that can see the future and the past as simply as it can the present, right? That's God.
Right.
That's the God inside the temple. And the temple is not a building down the street. The temple is a place on the side of your head next to your ears. And your eyes are windows to that soul. God is inside of you. But what are you accessing? When you're trying to wake up brothers and sisters, that is God working. And when you don't care to put any energy to waking them up, that's the other guy working. He's not trying to get people to heaven. That's not his purpose. But when that becomes your purpose, then you know that you're in the grand assembly of the Most High. When that becomes your primary focus and your concern, and you're concerned about people that you can't see and never met, then you belong to the Intergalactic Confederation, to the Heavenly Society. But you're not going to heaven with that me, I. You're not going there with that. Because we are a we system. And remember, there is no us without you. We didn't forget you, did we? So don't you forget them. You think you're walking into heaven without them, you're wrong. That's exactly how you earn your seat. You want a throne in heaven? Earn it. Start getting to wake up people. Be motivated to wake up people you never met before or you can't see. Know that there's a car outside your house that you can't see through the walls. Stop being so basic and simple to where you think your only reality is what you can see with your eyes, your physical eyes, and touch and all the, don't be so basic. That's an animal vibrating on that frequency. That's not a God.
Can I ask another question? Yeah. Can I ask another question?
So I'm telling you, before you even endeavor to start making excuses why you're not reaching out to all these people, that all of them fail on the face of it. You're just being a nigga. That's all it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. You sent a picture or a video recently of this grey outside someone's door. Was that real?
Yes.
Well, how?
They're just a species. All greys are just another species. That's all.
Yeah,
they're a hybrid.
That you can.
They're a hybrid. They're a hybrid between a reptilian and a Romardian. They are a Romardian. They're a hybrid between a reptilian and a Homo sapien. In other words, when you all start talking about grays, all of you were gray at one time. Because when your mother and father came together conceptually and had sexual contact, he planted a sperm that made contact with an ovum that grew into a zygote or a little fetus. And the first trimester, that you call it, you were a little reptile. You had a tail, look it up. And you had claws. You were a little reptilian. You see that? With a little big stomach like a marble. And then in the second trimester, which is really the third, you were Romardian or gray. You were a little pale, big head thing. And the tail disappeared. But you were gray, like you see, with the big eyes and the big head. Right? And then you finally shifted into a Homo sapien, which you are now. And that's still evidence that the gray is still there because a lot of you, when you were playing as a child, you hurt yourself and your mother put a Band-Aid on, and when you left it on too long and took it off, what color was your skin?
Gray.
It was gray. That's right. And that reptile is still there because you had buoyancy. In other words, the way that you stayed in water and you didn't drown is because you had ballast like a submarine. When you were ready to go down, you removed the air, and when you were ready to raise up, you brought the air in. So when you stay in the tub too long as a child, you notice your toes and fingers got wrinkles in them, little puffy bags and lines. That was ballast to keep you floating. Do you understand? If you'd have been in the water, you couldn't sink. And you have other ways to tell that you were a reptile, like dandruff. There used to be scales. And the webs between some of you all's fingers and toes. So don't be surprised that different species like grays, all these things are you. And all of you are your brothers and your sisters. You better wake them up, or you're going to leave yourself behind. It's only you, then you're not part of us. In other words, it's simple like this. If you're not concerned about us, we're not concerned about you. Go ahead, sister.
So if I get off work one night and I see a gray and has 5 fingers, do I say hi or rahobat or I'll just ignore?
Well, the thing I can tell you for sure is if you see a gray with 6 fingers, start running.
Right.
Right? And remember that you have seen people with 6 fingers and 6 toes, right?
Yes, 6 fingers, yes.
That's right.
So do I try to communicate with them?
Let me explain. When y'all ask me a question, I have to be allowed to answer it. All right. And to the satisfaction of everybody here, not just you. Now, so you see, Adam and Eve, how many fingers and toes did they have?
5.
That's right. So where are these beings with 6 fingers and toes coming from? Who are they? If everybody came from Adam and Eve.
The reptilians.
That's right, reptilians.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these beings with RH negative blood?
Reptilians.
That's right. That's right. But they're walking the earth just like you, wearing clothes and working on jobs. They're just like you. Well, they're not just like you, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that they have pages on Facebook? Reptilians do. Black reptiles do.
Yeah.
And you can see them in the dark. Their eyes light up and all that. And they're always the ones that live from killing people. And they begin their names with ICE, I-C-E, the name of their group. Because they kill people for a living.
Mm-hmm.
They have businesses in major cities like Dallas, Texas. You understand? Black houses, where they plant gardens, where there are people there that if you tie to your husband or wife or whatever it is, you can pay to have them killed. These are the people that do it. Do you understand me? No remorse. They're murder for hire. And the way they live is off the dead.
You see them on social media all the time, talking about things.
Yeah, you see them, but you don't know who they are. I'm trying to say they congregate on certain pages and websites on Facebook. I used to know how to find them.
Right.
But if you look for things like that, you'll find it that those of you that are old enough to remember on the channels we used to go to sleep at when everybody else was asleep, V2 and all these channels that come on, and they showed you these white people and acid rock groups, and these white people used to always be surrounded by fireplaces, and they was dressed in shrouds, had dresses made out of the material you line coffins with and all that. That reality does exist. That world exists. That evil world is there.
Yes, we know that.
I know, but everybody doesn't know that, sister. Everybody don't know that. Everybody doesn't know that.
In the same dimension. Yeah, I'm asking if are they in the same dimension as us?
Not really. Not really. If they were, you can see them all the time. You're in the same dimension as them as when you live in that lifestyle, when you're in that environment. You follow me?
Yeah, hold on.
See, if you do murder for hire, then you part of that underground, the demons. As the brother said, the Draculas or the Draconians, the reptilians. You're part of that society.
That's right.
Does it exist? Is it real? Sure. A lot of you all that live in major cities have been driving, and then you pass by a bridge that was up high, and it comes down to meet the ground to blend into the regular street level, right? And when you pass by it where it contacts the street, you looked under the bridge, and there was a little doorway, a little metal door under the bridge that you were curious about all the time, right? I wonder where that's going.
That's right.
Well, if you open that up and go down there, there's reptilians down there. Or that you all were driving by a park, a public park, and you saw this little concrete building in the middle of the park, had a little round fan blowing on top of it, and you wondered what was inside that little bitty building with a door on it, right? No bigger than a little closet. Open it up and go down there. Reptiles. Yeah, the city, these white folks know they exist because they are part of that. Go ahead.
Okay. There's an actual group in current. It's real. I'm not making this up. Actually, don't believe me. Look it up. It's called MAC USA, the Magical Congress of the United States of America. It's just like Fantastic Beasts, where they have these secret doorways, and it protects these wizards and these witches, and they operate on a different level.
Now, the question I have for you, son, is this. What kind of government do you have that protects these kind of societies?
That's right.
Unless they're part of it.
Reptilian government.
That's right. But you got these niggas that sleep talking about our government, our army, our government, and the Democrats, and I'm a Republican. I was like, nigga, you what? So you really believe that shit is real? That's a cover-up. All them devils.
Ooh.
And they protect and cloak for one another. Devils cloak for other devils. Right. Don't you understand?
That's right.
Anybody hiding the devil is a damn devil. You understand?
That's right.
You get in an argument with somebody because they're wrong, and it's another person, and they start saying, oh, they didn't really mean that. You'd be like, motherfucker, shut your ass up. You understand? You got two devils there.
That's right.
The reason they're coming up for that devil is what they saying to the devil is, now the next time that I do something shitty, and you know I will because I'm a devil, then you cover up for me. You understand? And you make out I'm not doing nothing wrong. Let's make this nigga think he crazy. They gonna get together and agree in agreement like two witches and demons and make you think you done lost your mind. You gonna start questioning yourself. Well, maybe I'm what? You saw the devil and you felt the evil. That was it. And anybody that covered that up is the goddamn snake.
Sure. Yes, but you know, Amun, they get away with it. But if you ask,
no, they used to. They used to get away with it. That's the problem. That's why. Let me explain something to you. We can sing together. We can't. Now that's the thing. Certainly thou wert heedless of it, but today we have removed from you your veil so your sight is sharp. You couldn't see the stars move before. In other words, the devils used to live in a society mainstream society among everybody, and nobody knew who they were. They could just put on a smile and wear a grin, like Uncle Bud that was so cracked all the jokes in the family on holidays and everybody loved him. But at night when everybody was sleeping, he used to tip upstairs and molest the children, right? They love him. Right. Yeah. But when the children come down talking about with Uncle Bob, don't lie on Uncle Bob. He's so sweet and this, that, and the other. He's a child molester, a child rapist, right? But what I'm saying is that now that I'm removing the veil from your eyes, you can see things that were in front of you that you couldn't see before. And that's why the devil hates beings like me. Because we're kashif, the Arabic word for uncoverers. I'm revealing information. I'm letting you see things that were there that you couldn't see before. Do you understand how dangerous that is to an evil snake?
Yes, definitely.
How would devils exist in a society where everybody can see? How many of you saw that picture, They Live? If you haven't seen it, you can look it up.
It was just watching.
Let me talk too. Type in They Live and look it up. THEYLIVE. They Live. Comma YouTube. And watch that movie. You'll understand better. Well, just like you know, there are two worlds here. You hear me? You understand, brother? Like you say, look this up and look that up. There's two worlds here. I want y'all to understand that works both ways. There are also two worlds here, where you have the regular human beings and then you have the gods. Look, the group we're in right now, a lot of people might take it for granted and be flip and fly about it because they're still ignorant niggers. They're not gods yet. They don't have any idea how blessed they are to be here. And the fact that they have been selected and chosen to be of the elite few, right? But now I want you to search the web and try to find out how many more groups you know on the planet Earth that move stars and heal people at a distance, or dropping the kind of information that's coming through me. Where else can you find the kind of information that's coming through me? That's right.
Nowhere in existence.
Nowhere else.
So what I want you to do is look in the mirror and realize that you are waking gods. You have been chosen. Don't blow it. Because those of you that believe and then turn again in disbelief, then increase your disbelief, and there is no saving of that soul. So when you think about the brothers and sisters that used to walk with us and they walked away, they cut off forever. Count them not. Believe me. And the reptiles that were with us, they were never with us. I could name some easy for you now. They were never here with us.
That's right.
They were never vibrating on this frequency. They weren't even trying to reach. They knew that was not their frequency. They know they're not gods. They know they're devils inside.
That's
It's a state of mind that can't be changed if they're motivated to do it. Like them two twin sisters, Tia and whatever her name is, and Jamera. One chose a black husband, the other chose a white husband. That's a matter of free will. They can choose to be a god if they would. But they feel more comfortable as a devil. That's right. Whenever they get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and don't nobody here try to make out, oh, a devil. All of us have fallen short of the glory of God. The thing you have to reconcile is there's a difference between a man with a little devil in him and a devil with a little man. Because one is a man and the other is a devil. Don't you understand?
That's right.
Right.
How's the brother in Canada? Are you here?
I'm here, Amun.
Okay, very good. Did you get a package?
Yeah, actually, I just picked it up today. I got it.
I'm glad that you letting everybody know that. Okay, did you get a chance to pull out and go through any of the contents?
No, not yet. Actually, just got home. I had it delivered to my mom's house, so we just drove out there, came back. I just opened it up. I didn't get to go through everything yet, but I'm going to do that later tonight.
Very good. Did they charge you more postage to receive it?
No, they didn't actually.
Well, that's funny. In London, I pay a lot of money on this end to mail it, and they have to pay a lot of money to pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Am I right about that?
I didn't have to pay anything.
That's strange. Is this Ann on the phone or Ann?
Yes.
Well, you get it back for me, don't you have to pay to pick it up too?
Yes. It's funny how they're lucky. Aren't they the lucky one?
Yeah, but he's in Canada. He's in another country.
So why this?
So they charge me $50 postage. I mean, extra postage for him just because he's in Canada. And they charge me like that for you too in London. But I know that they also charge you all to pick up the mail, like Cheryl and everybody else. They charge y'all to pick it up there too. They burning the candle at both ends. That's one of the devil's ways of controlling. That's one of the ways they control who receives the truth. They monitor that.
And they open packages as well and go right through them.
Say it again now. Yeah, they open packages.
And they
yes, they do.
They open mine anyway.
Yeah, they do.
Go right through them.
Goddamn devils.
and test
They
themselves.
moving the goalpost on me.
Yeah, I can.
Yes, they do. They move the
I can vouch
goalpost.
for that too.
And when you get an open package, you have to wonder what's missing. What did they take out that I sent you? What else did I send you that you didn't get?
I was wondering that too.
That's right.
I was
Hey,
wondering that
mine had a hole in it.
It had like a small hole in the package.
Well, a small hole
Mine
is
did
all
too.
right. A small hole is all
Yeah,
right.
I feel
We're
like
not
they
worried
kinda
about a
tried to
small hole.
keep
So
in there and-
this is not. I'm not opening up an opportunity to start saying there's default packages. You see, so I'm saying uncloak that thought. I know,
No,
who's
you're right.
That's right. I know everything. If y'all getting what I'm sending you, but I know in the past they used to actually deliver packages that were wide open. You hear me? Not a little hole. I mean, they were wide open, where the contents were obviously missing. But there's a protection over you all
I
now.
had experienced that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. You see, when they see my name on anything, they go, you understand, man, come on, man, you know what kind of society we live in, right?
That's right.
You think the Post Department, don't you know the Post Department is federal, and that's part of the government?
That's right.
You don't think they're on the phone listening to us right now?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fair.
Let me ask you, you think they're curious about the Black Panthers and all that bullshit? Or they trying to keep their eye on the group of black people that's moving stars?
The black people that move the stars.
Moving stars.
God damn it, now that's what the Pentagon and the White House really focused on. But you know what's tripping them out? They can't, you all are hidden to them if you're really walking with me. You're as hidden as Davina Love. You know Davina Love exists, you saw her DVD. What do you mean you can't find her?
Right.
What does he mean that they can't find me? I mean what I said.
That's
So,
right.
Amun, this person that you're talking about, is there a DVD in the package that I received from you? About
You
this
should have one, yes.
Yep.
Davina Love, you should look and
Okay,
find
okay.
her.
Okay.
Please inform us about your contents when you get to going through it, and stay in touch with me, and I'll tell you. In fact, look up Davina Love first, and Cosmic Traveler, but you got so much information in there. Don't you know that it looks like it'll take you a long time to learn all that? Does it look like that to you?
Yes.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of DVDs in there.
Yeah. That's why I tell you all, I send you all more than you send me. Do you understand that?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's not about the money with me, except that you got to know that we still have to be able to afford to get this packages, get the products, mail them out. That costs a lot of money to teach classes and do all these things. And this focus my whole life on raising up my people. And they got people in the group here that don't even want to focus, 2 hours a week to raise up their brothers and sisters. And they think they're gods and they can walk with me. Some niggas dreaming and imagine they're a Messiah already because they moved the star. Do you understand what I mean? You done went crazy. I done dedicated 50 years of my physical life to y'all. What have you done for us lately? In exchange for getting powers like God and being able to have achieving immortality where you won't go see the Mortimer in the graveyard. What do you think that's worth?
Right.
Do you really know where you're at and what you're doing? Do you really realize how blessed you are? Do you know you've been chosen by the Most High before they laid the foundations of the pyramid and strung the stars across the sky? You were chosen by Him?
Yes.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love y'all too, and He loves us all. You know, as Malachi Z. York just said, Amun-Rayay has been protecting all of us since the year 2000. That's when my mission started. His mission was 1970 to 2000, the first half hour. Mine from 2000 to 2031, the second half hour. All right. I had a lot of things to show y'all I want to go over, but right now, who's got some questions?
I have one.
Amun.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, you go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, my question is this. Okay, you said that time is in 4D. And we're
that 4D is time. That's the fourth dimension, yeah.
Right. Right. But if time is an illusion as well as this reality, how does that work?
Because time is here. Let me explain. Okay, you have a clock on your wall, right? You have a clock or a watch on your arm, right? Most of you have a clock in your... That should be a quick yes. Whether you have one or not, you know what I'm talking about. You have a clock or a watch, right? Okay. And on that clock, the way it keeps time, you have 60 minutes and you have 60 seconds. And every time it goes tick, 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 that's another second, right? Remember I told you all that they calibrate time by 60 seconds and 60 minutes, but there's also 60 tocks. In other words, for every tick, there's a counter-etheric space on the clock, right? You got 60 seconds and you got 60 spaces on the clock, too. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Do you really think that reality or time stops during the tock? Or does it go on during the tick and the tock?
Do the tick and the tock.
All right. Well, the tick and the tock, you can calibrate here on Earth, but the tock is the spiritual realm that angels and all that exist on. They exist on the tock between the tick, sister. In other words, your thought about planes being separated is not completely real. In other words, everything is in the same place at the same time, vibrating on different frequencies. So time is intermingled with everything else, but it's vibrating on a different frequency, depending on whether you focus on the tick or the tock. Or in music, you have a rest and a beat and a rest. They call that timing, right? But when you have a rest, time is still passing, just like on the top. But you only count 60 seconds. And the way you know the people that are chosen to be in calibration with the Most High is that they're in tune with the universe. In other words, the universe has a beat. You know, tick, tock, tick, the universe has a beat. That's why when you go to the hospital, if you have an accident, the first thing the nurse does is she grabs your wrist, put her fingers on your wrist, right? And she looks at her watch. What is she doing? She's checking your pulse rate to see if your heart is beating in tune, like beating in tune with the universe. You follow? But that's why the devil took the tick and the tock out the watches, so you wouldn't know that anymore. Who has soul from who doesn't have soul? Just like in music right now. Y'all hear white people, you say, damn, they sound just like black people. No, they don't. Black people have been forced, because of monetary reasons, to start using beat machines and all these different things to take the soul out of music. That's why they start to sound like white people. But if you ask white people to just come up with a riff, a beautiful melody on their own, they can't do it. They don't have a soul. Yeah, they got y'all in time with like Arthur Mary. You go on with 1, 2, 3 beat, 1, 2, 3 move, 1, 2, you doing what they're doing. And they got beat machines that can emulate what you do. And the only way you can get your record produced is you have to put it on that timing. You understand? Go ahead. Yeah.
I remember when we was children, we made our own music.
That's right. And James Brown Darryl Brown is here, right, Darryl?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah. Okay, Darryl. Well, you know James Brown, your father, he was soul brother number what, Darryl?
Yeah.
He was soul brother number 1, right?
Right, number 1.
because he started his music on the one.
That's right.
And they told him, you can't do that. That's not what they teach at Juilliard. And he asked them, what you gonna believe? God's ears or your white man music? Because he was so, and that's why can't nobody keep their foot still when James Brown music come on. Because he gonna hit you right in the one, hit you right in the soul. He gonna hit you right in the tit. You understand? White people don't have that.
No, they don't.
And their music, one thing that they don't play in their music, they don't have drums. And their orchestra, they have strings and all that, and all these loud shrieking pitches and things. You know what I mean? Like in a monster movie, but they don't have any drums because you know why? The drummer's the one that keeps the beat. You understand?
Exactly.
And they don't go by a beat. They write their music down on sheet music, and they go like Arthur Murray. 1, 2, then you hit this note, then you know what I mean? They mechanically put it together, like that guy Lawrence Welk used to put the dots on the floor, the different colors, and that's how you learn how to dance, by the dots. Mechanically. They don't have a natural soul or rhythm. Do you understand what I'm saying? No.
No, they don't.
If you don't believe me, just look up American Bandstand and look at Soul Train right after it. And if you can't tell the difference, then you Jose Feliciano. I'm serious.
That's
you know,
right.
you Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder. If you can't see the difference. I'm serious. You gotta be able to see the difference between Soul Train and American Bandstand.
That's right.
So one group got soul and the other one obviously does not.
That's
They
right.
all off beat. But if they Shamira and Tamara, whatever it is, they can choose to be on our side. They can be with the Creator. Or a white female can be with a black man, and he can ignite her 7 and bring her up to 7. But a white man can't be with a sister and go up to 7 because he's not. The white woman is on 6D, and the white man's on 5. That's why he got all these 5-pointed stars, 5-pointed pentagrams. Everything is 5 points with him. The pentagram, you understand?
Yep, the last grade.
That represents the beast. The 2 stars at the top, that's his horns, and then his whiskers, and then the chin whisker. 5-pointed stars, that's the devil. 5-pointed stars on his flag, and 5-star generals and pentagons with 5 points on the building. That's him, that's the devil. And he's tricking you into thinking he's got a soul and he's real. Daylight saving time, my ass. Ain't no time moving because no peckerwood. They got you all under a spell where you're moving clocks and watches. Oh, we have a time change, so we have a time change, so we want everybody to turn their clocks and watches back. God, you doing it, not him.
That's right.
Like he's out moving the stars and performing the miracle. He wants you to take your own hand and set your clocks and watches back. And he done got so good with his electronics that it goes back on its own. You don't have to touch nothing.
Yep.
Oh, the devil ain't got deep, and he getting deeper at the end of time because he know his time is up. They keep on acting like they want to get rid of black people. Let me tell you the truth. You are the gods. You are the creators. If they could get rid of you tomorrow, then all existence would collapse. White people will disappear and it won't even be a speed bump. Bump, bump. Look, you know what? It's 10:25. Y'all done got me going to where time done flew right here, and I can't even give you what I came to give you. But I love you, and I hope that what you did receive is going to benefit you. But we need y'all to go outside. All of y'all that's really into the truth, go outside and start performing miracles. so the world can bear witness to you. I do this every night until further notice. I move the stars. How many of you all are going out there to bear witness to it and write testimonies of what you see?
I do.
I love you.
I was going to testify one of them, but you was
Okay,
doing
right now it's time to go out there and do it. You see him?
I got you.
Yeah, what do you see in the sky? I'm talking to everybody. What do you see?
I'm in California, and I got an overcast, so I got a bunch of clouds out here. But
okay, well, I'll make the clouds move to the left in the name of Amun-Rayay. Move to the left in the name of the Messiah.
everything's starting to move to the left.
I love you. And you can do the same thing, and you will, and much more. Next person who sees some stars or a moon out there.
I'm going to see a star in
I
Georgia.
see some stars, Amun.
All right. All right. Well, I'll just make all the stars move to the left in the name of Amun-Rayay. Move to the left.
Moving to the left.
Now I'm going to make all the stars raise up in the name of the Messiah.
Going up.
Now all the stars drop down in the name of Amun-Rayay.
Dropping down.
All right. Y'all write testimonies about what you just saw and what you learned in this class. I love you all. Wake up your brothers and sisters and earn your seat. Tick-tock. Nitya Ferti. Amun-Rayay. Servant to the 144,000. I love you.